Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Wherever you happen to be right now, this is episode number 7 of the Results Matter podcast. I'm Mike Voorhees, and I help business leaders, entrepreneurs, and sales professionals become measurably more successful. Today, I'm going to talk about a topic that can be a little tough for business professionals to accept. I'm going to challenge you today to stop trying to learn from yourself, to stop trying to be your own teacher, and to stop counting on lessons learned from your own experiences to get you where you want to go. Let's explore. Quick ask before we jump in. Please subscribe and share the podcast with others. It'll really help us get this content to more people who could really benefit from it. The Results Matter podcast is available in video on YouTube and all the different podcast listening platforms. Here we go. Today, I'm challenging business leaders, entrepreneurs, and sales professionals to stop trying to be your own teacher. Stop trying to learn from yourself. Stop trying to use lessons learned from your own experiences to get you to the next level. Your own experience is a very slow and extremely limited teacher. You already know everything that you know, and to take it a step further, you really shouldn't believe everything that you know anyway. Too often, when we want to improve something, our strategy becomes to take what we're already doing, but do it better. This comes from the unfortunate reality that we only know what we know. In most cases, if we could do what we're already doing, but just do it better, wouldn't we already be doing that? Most things that we want to improve, we don't need to do better. We need to do them differently, and therein lies the problem. We don't know anything beyond what we know. And now, Mike Voorhees is telling you not to even believe everything that you know. So what are you supposed to do? It's been said that experience is the best teacher. One of my favorite authors, Andy Andrews, says, experience is not the best teacher. Other people's experience is the best teacher, and I agree. Just about everything I know I learned from someone else. I suspect if you think about it in this context, you're just like me. Trying to figure out life and business alone, talk about learning things the hard way. Think about it. Just about everything you've learned up until this point, you've learned from someone else's experience. There are bits and pieces of knowledge we pick up on life's journey that gave us what we currently know. This knowledge comes from our early childhood, grade school, family, friends, significant others, formal education, magazines, books, teachers, coaches, mentors, bosses, coworkers, employees, seminars, conferences, podcasts, YouTube videos, TED Talks, the TV, radio, Google, the internet, different businesses and industries, and even our competitors in business. Still, I see a lot of very intelligent and hardworking business professionals working a lot harder than they ought to, trying to figure out strategy and technique, methods, workflows, systems and processes, and come up with anything they can think of to advance themselves and their business. Trouble is, you already know everything that you know. And you have no idea what you don't know, just like all the rest of us. Pulling your team together for a brainstorming session can be somewhat effective. A room full of brains is better than one. However, you're still limited to your organization's internal knowledge base. Now, I'm not saying don't do this. Absolutely brainstorm and tap into the minds of those on your team. Within companies, we all have a lot to learn from one another. But just understand that while it's great, acknowledge it's also somewhat limited. One of the great benefits of bringing new people into an organization is getting access to their knowledge and experience, but don't stop there. Conventional and commonly shared wisdom says to learn from your failures. I say, by all means, learn from your failures. Hell, if you're going to fail, learn something from it. But this alone is an awfully slow and painful way to learn. I've always been annoyed by the whole "it's okay to fail" mantra. I get the point, And I think the intention is good, but failing your way through life seems like a painful way, an awfully painful approach. This was in part what caused me to create the Results Matter mindset. The it's okay to fail and fail often. It really annoys me. I think this advice is bad when it's given and taken literally. Again, I think the intention is good. I agree, we shouldn't let the fear of failure hold us back. And yes, we have to learn from our failures, of course. But it's not okay to fail. Results actually do matter. A lot less painful and a more efficient way of learning is from other people's failures and from other people's experiences. Look, in today's age, so much information is at our fingertips. So many great people have come before us who have accomplished amazing things. So many have failed brilliantly before us. Why in the hell would anyone want to figure all this out the hard way? Those who have come before us, those who've already accomplished what we'd like to someday accomplish ourselves, and those who've experienced epic failure have left clues and have told their stories along the way. More of this is available to us for free. Most of this is available to us for free. A lot of it is inexpensive, and some of it is priceless. I challenge you to look outside yourself. There's only so much you can learn through your own experiences. I challenge you to read as much as you can. Read books, articles, blogs, whatever. Yes, you do have time. Everyone has the same 160 hours each week. And look at all the amazing stuff getting done in this world. Audiobooks are great too. Throw on an audiobook or a podcast to make the most of your commuting time. Listen while you're exercising. Listen while you're walking the dog. Listen while you're cleaning the house. Listen while you're mowing the lawn. You have plenty of time, I promise. Surround yourself with people who can help you get to the next level. These are people who have already accomplished more than you. People who have already had some success doing what you want to do. Well, you might be more comfortable around people at your level, at your same level. You're not likely to draw in the same wisdom and inspiration as you would from those who are operating at a higher level than you. Get yourself a mentor. You can find a mentor to work with directly, or you can find a mentor or many mentors who don't even know you're using them in that capacity. I look to people I've never actually met for wisdom, guidance, and inspiration all the time. I've learned more from my favorite authors and accomplished business leaders than I ever did in college. And most of them I've never even met. Sometimes an outside perspective is all you need to move roadblocks, to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. Chances are you're way too close to most of your challenges to actually see them clearly. Consider getting yourself a business coach. Look, even Tiger Woods, arguably the greatest golfer of all time, had a swing coach throughout his professional career. If Tiger Woods needs an outside perspective and access to wisdom beyond his own at a game he was good enough to conquer on most days, so might you for your business. Thank you so much for listening today to the Results Matter podcast. If you enjoy or find this content useful, please subscribe and share. It would be a big help if you subscribe, share the podcast with others. We'd love to get this content to more people who could really benefit from it. The Results Matter podcast is a production of Voorhees Business Solutions. If you'd like to learn more about additional services, products, and solutions designed to give your business a competitive advantage, an unfair competitive advantage, you'll find a link to voorheesbusiness.com in the show notes. Be sure to sign up for free business coaching delivered right to your inbox. Thank you so much for listening today to the Results Matter podcast.